Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. First leg, Benito to throw first. Game on.
Vincent van der Voort's best display this weekend came in round 2 in a 6-5 thriller with the man sat alongside me in commentary, the King, Mervyn King.
Yes, he certainly threw some good darts. His finishing was phenomenal, to be fair.
Yeah, 60% on the doubles in that 101 average from Vincent van der Voort, but his overall average is around about 96 for the weekend. Very similar to Benito van der Pas. On paper, there is not much between them.
No, they're quite close. I think Vincent just edged him out on his first 9.
Yes, he's been scoring a little bit heavier at the start of legs.
He certainly looks up for the task.
120.
That was unfortunate.
Well, they've both had one fall out the board now. Vincent van der Voort making Russ Bray pick that dart up. 2 reasons for that. 1, Vincent's got a dodgy back. 2, Russ should do some work. As Benito.
124.
Are you saying he doesn't do enough?
And I'm not saying anything at all like that.
Okay.
100.
I've seen what Russ Bray does. I've seen what he did to that fly earlier on this weekend. I don't want to get cuffed around the head like that. Benito van der Pas, 117 to see off this opening leg. Treble 19. Not to be, but he's going to come back and have another
57.
look.
Vincent needs a couple of big trebles here to put some pressure on Benito. There's 1. There's 2.
140.
Does leave him a 2-darter, though, so there is pressure. Is Big Ben up to the task? 20 for tops. His darts do kick up. It could cover some of the bed. Oh, well, that's the easy way of doing it. Just hit the tops and then hit double 10. Still an open bed.
50.
Well, that 140 from Vincent has given him an opportunity for 98. Probably treble 20 first dart. That's a single, leaves him 78. He stayed there, surprisingly.
58.
Must have liked the lie for that treble 20. He didn't look a perfect guide, but... Will he get another go, Vincent? He may do.
Game shown the first leg. Benito van der Pas.
Merv, you're a man who's often up there competing in the latter stages of these European Tour events. When you are playing somebody and you get to a stage of a leg like that,
100.
how hard is it not to be intently watching what they're doing and thinking, I'm coming back to the board, I'm coming back to the board, oh, last dart's in, no, I'm not?
I very rarely watch, to be fair.
Is that a conscious decision?
Pretty much, yeah. It's you listen.
81.
And if you hear the dart hit the board and there's no shout, then you know you're coming back. I find it, for myself personally, better than watching.
140.
How much of that is just that, you know, you don't want to give anything away to your opponent? How important is it to not show your opponent that
60.
you have been hurt by them going out last dart or taking out a big finish?
It's pretty much the same as when you're playing poker. You've got to keep that poker face, not show any emotion at all if you can.
80.
It's hard sometimes, believe me.
Do you feel that if you see that you've really either riled up your opponent or you've hurt him, does that give you a boost?
It's like that punch to the body, you know, and you think, I've got him on the ropes here. Now's the time to really step in. Yeah, some people can
45.
read off little things like that. Other people can't. I try not to show any emotion.
There you go, an insight from one of the greats, Mervyn King.
I've felt it's hurt me in previous years.
140.
Showing too much emotion.
136.
Well, Vincent's usually a man who doesn't give that much away. He's not giving much away here. Oh, it's a sublime finish from Vincent van der Voort.
What a great hold of throw from Vincent. Another bounce out.
40.
I was just double-checking my notes, and I was right. It was a 136 finish that Vincent's taken out there. And it was also the standout moment of the whole weekend when Vincent van der Voort went on and claimed that Austrian Darts Open title, the other Euro Tour, or the one Euro Tour title most of his name.
Voort.
because he took that out with Jamie Caven, sat on a double for the title. Took out 136, a magical moment from Vincent van der Voort, and then went on. Caven never got another dart for the match. In the final, two guys fighting out for their first Eurotour title, and Benito van der Pas is having a bit of a mare here. Keeps hitting the wires, and his darts keep being spat out to the board.
I have told him before, the art of this game is to aim between the wires.
Wisdom from the king. And this could really hurt him, because Vincent has left another big finish.
133. Vincent.
Good recovery from Van der Pas.
Bit of pressure there on Vincent's attempt at the 160. You know, I had the feeling he might have taken that.
85.
As did I, but unable to do so. However, he's on a two-darter. Benito van der Pas, can he hit back with a massive check-out of his own? Benito, one of the guys who likes all the 18s in that 148 route.
57.
Doesn't work for him this time around. And for a first break, treble 17 for double 12. 18 now. A double top. Bit of a pause for the Dutch destroyer.
Game show the third leg.
And it worked. It worked. The little composure before the last dart.
Vincent at throw first.
Smack bang of the double 20.
Game on.
Vincent van der Voort survived match darts from the man sat alongside me, Mervyn King, in round 2. He blasted past Ronnie Hybrex this afternoon, and it was a pretty comfortable victory in the opening round against Andrew Gilding. Vincent van der Voort, of course, an unseeded player, reaching the final session of action here. But sometimes, Merv, you need a bit of luck if you're going to go on and win something or make a final.
That you do. That you do. I've had it myself. Survived match darts against me and went on to win a title. So, you know, maybe. Who knows? Might be Vincent's turn.
96.
Sometimes, do you ever think it's fated? This is happening. It's fated. I've had a little bit of luck. It's my time.
I'm a firm believer if your name's on the pot, you're going to win it.
Well, that's it. And people genuinely go into situations thinking, this is mine. And sometimes they're proved right. Sometimes they're proved very overwhelmingly wrong.
60.
But sometimes they're proved right. And that mindset, that can help you in tight games, can it not?
It certainly can. If you truly believe that it's your time to win the tournament or the match.
60.
Yes, it can help because you're totally and utterly believing in what you're thinking.
Maybe Vincent van der Voort believes he's left a ton. Benito wants a ton 40 here. That's made it harder. Oh.
30.
This would be a pivotal leg if Vincent can take this 100 out. 20 top stops. No. Treble for double 10. Yes, clinical stuff there from Vincent van der Voort.
Vincent van der Voort
Goes into a 3-1 lead.
Benito to throw first.
And Vincent van der Voort is throwing the sort of stuff that he's been throwing all weekend. The average is around about 98.
93.
That's kind of, well, a shade higher than his tournament average, but it's a shade lower than what he threw against you, Merv, in the second round. This will bring it down.
38.
But in this kind of mood, we know that if you throw around about 100 and you take your chances, you've got an opportunity of winning pretty much anything. Somebody's got to do something spectacular to stop you.
Definitely. Round about the 100 average, provided you're taking the shots out, you've got more than ample chance.
Don't get me wrong.
100.
Go and average 110, you've got more chance. But it's about hitting those shots at the right times. And the 136 for Vincent in this match, the 136 that he hit in the final of the Austrian Darts Open against Jamie Caven, they're the kinds of shots that can turn games in your favour. You hit them at the right time.
It's all about the right thing at the right time. And this could be...
140.
That was very unfortunate there. Just over for the maximum. Choosing the 19s, perfectly set up from Benito. Leaves double 20.
Well, Vincent van der Voort, he has had his back problems. We thought he was going to pack it in after the World Championship. He is warned that it could go at any time. And more of that in a moment as Benito looks at tops to close the gap to one leg. Awkward.
20.
Well, Vincent has a chance at the 140. Could this be another high checkout at a pivotal moment in the game?
100.
Nice
So you
100.
require 20.
Well, he got the next best prize, didn't he? Leaving himself 3 darts at double top. And it may
10
prove to be crucial.
Vincent, you
He's got his
require
chance
40.
at double 20. 3 in his hand. Just under. Double 10.
Game shown.
Superb second dart there from Vincent.
Vincent.
Takes him into a 4-1 lead over Benito van der Pas.
Game on.
Vincent van der Voort, an unseeded player here, had to come through the qualifiers just to make it to the Happy Bet German Darts Grand Prix. He has battled his way through with some excellent darts and a little bit of luck at times to the quarter-finals, and he's now just 2 legs away from knocking out the world number 15, Benito van der Pas, and going through to the semis, putting him 1 game away from making the World Grand Prix. In these situations, Mervyn, where you're being forced to go on a run to qualify for a big tournament, when do you start thinking about that? Are you thinking about it all the way through? Are you thinking about it when you're 1 game away, 1 leg away?
To be honest with you, I've never really been in that position.
I suppose, Merv, you just qualify for everything.
No, it's not that at all.
100.
I'm finding myself now in qualifications for the European events on and off because I'm in and out of the top 16, so I'm seeded 1 week and not the next.
100.
It must play on your mind if you need to, say, get to the semi-final or the final of a competition to qualify for the major tournaments. It must prey on your mind, not when you're playing, I don't think, but probably in between matches.
Well, in the practice room, I mean, some players just never shut up about it, do they? Oh, you've got to beat him, you've got to beat him, you're looking out for his result.
All I ever done was worry about the match that's in front of me.
Well, it's double 16 Vincent van der Voort's worrying about right now, and it would have been a massive worry for Benito van der Pas had it gone, but he's got an opportunity to get a break back. He may only get 1 dart at it. It is only 1 dart.
46.
And he needed more than 1.
32.
And the Dutch destroyer Vincent van der Voort might be about to destroy his fellow Dutchman Benito van der Pas, because this would put him 1 leg away. They don't help him.
16.
And neither does that.
Benito, you require 16.
Another chance for Benito. Oh, Vincent has dropped the flight.
Everybody's having to bend over and pick stuff up for Vincent van der Voort. I like this. Not only make Russ Bray do it, make your opponent do it. If I was Benito, I'd have told him to pick it up himself.
Game
That's a
shot
great
on the
second
6th
dart for
leg.
Benito.
Benito van der Pas. 7th leg, Benito to throw first. Game on.
Well, you can tell Benito is not happy with his own performance here. He's only averaging in the mid-80s, and that is as much as 10 points below his tournament average for the weekend. He knows he's not playing to his capabilities.
84.
And
But he's still in the match.
yeah,
He's still in the match. It's one of those things. If you can win ugly, you'll take it.
139.
well, we saw Benito. He's made a couple of Euro Tour finals before. One was in East Germany when Michael Smith did for him, and he's had it happen again.
80.
And you saw the anger in that last dart, and he snatched the 2 that did stick in the board out of it. We talked
Vincent must be picking up on his
38.
body language. He's got to be, but he doesn't take advantage there, only with a 38. Personally, I'd be wanting to get all over the top of this. I'd be wanting to fill that treble 20 up like you've never seen.
95.
And he must be able to tell that Benito was very frustrated.
140.
Well,
140.
it's unfortunate or compound his frustrations. It must feel like Benito van der Pas is not only battling one of the top players in the world, Vincent van der Voort, but he's also battling himself.
83.
And look at that. 30% difference in the finishing stats.
And he's not even on a finish now. He's left 159, one of the bogey numbers. So Vincent will get a chance at 129 to move into a 5-3 lead.
99. Vincent require 129.
Starting on the 19s. Treble 20. Oh.
40. Benito, you require 60.
He really does need this. He needs to find the 20 with the first dart, which he does. Leaves tops, 2 in his hand. And just over the top, a little bit of adjustment needed.
20.
Not quite enough there, leaves 40.
Vincent, you require 89.
Yet more darts missed at double by Benito van der Pas. It's one at the bull for Vincent van der Voort.
49.
And it's a great leave. But that's as
Benito,
much as we
you
can say.
require 40.
He's only hitting 12.5% of his doubles. 2 out of
Game
16,
shot
but that
is
makes it 3 out of 17. And Benito van der Pas, as Mervyn King has just pointed out, is not playing anywhere near the level we've seen this weekend, but there's only one leg in it.
He's holding himself in the game well.
137.
I know how frustrating it is when you're up there and things aren't going your way, and you're finding it very hard. But somehow you claw, bite and spit and do everything you can to just crawl over that line.
What can you do if you know you've not hitting your doubles, you've not been scoring as you can? You've still got a chance in a game to turn it around, but how do you go about doing it? Some players talk about trying too hard sometimes. Is that an issue? Is it just trying to relax?
It can be an issue, yeah. I've had that as well. Try too hard. But you must believe in what you do. You must believe in yourself that you've got the capability to turn this round.
125.
Well, I mean, we saw that from you at the World Championship, didn't we, against Steve West? I mean, it looked like you were dead and buried at one point.
I've been in some absolute dire situations and come through and won.
Benito van der Pas has just fired in a 180 there, and he's left 125. He very nearly left a bogey number. And he's got away with it, Benito van der Pas.
96.
But I think still the frustration is there because he's not thinking as clearly as he might be. Oh, hang on. He may not be thinking as clearly as he might be, but he's executing to perfection! It's unreal from Benito van der Pas! You would not advise anybody from 305 points to go 180 bull, 25 bull, but if they do, hats off!
Superb shot. Absolutely superb
54.
stuff. But that's the belief I was on about. The belief. You must believe in your own capability. And he does, and he's just proved it.
140.
Does that... We talked about the 136 from Vincent van der Voort. Not only in this game, but that one where he won the final in the Austrian Darts Open. And it looked like it was a game changer. Vincent was 4-1 up off the back of that. Has the pendulum shifted right now, Merv?
It could well have done, but Vincent is still finding the trebles. He's still scoring highly.
120.
He's not given up. He still wants that place in the Grand Prix as much as he wants to win this match.
Well,
probably even more.
It is a fascinating encounter we've got here. Vincent van der Voort has stolen the darts, having just seen Benito take out an unreal bull 25 bull finish. This is smarter from Benito, starting on the 19s, giving himself a chance of leaving a finish. Ooh, doesn't quite manage it. So 6 darts from here for Vincent van der Voort when it looked like the pendulum had swung back towards van der Pas.
89.
That's a good lead from Vincent. Sets up 52 on his return. Benito really must find some treble.
60.
Very
Until you require 52.
5 visits to the board in this leg, Benito van der Pas. He's still got 147 to see off, and Vincent van der Voort fires in a 14-darter.
Vincent van der Voort.
Is an element of
Take
that
leg,
leg from
Vincent,
Benito
front
when he'd won
first.
3 on the spin, just produced 2 unreal visits. Is that adrenaline or just getting too excited where he's just not been able to sustain it? What's happened there? Or has he just gone off the boil? You know, it happens. You have a poor leg sometimes.
I think with him
55.
struggling the way he was in the early part of the match, it sort of fired him up for that leg and or those 2 legs or 3 legs. And sometimes when you're not on your best,
47.
it can drift away again before you've even noticed. And I think that's what's happened there in that leg.
Well, as it is, Vincent van der Voort is throwing to close out this game and keep his hopes alive, not only of a second Euro Tour title, but of a spot at the World Grand Prix. Benito van der Pas made the final one of these Euro Tours earlier on this year in Saarbrücken, and he just seemed to get better and better and better throughout the day. He averaged 110 in the final against Peter Wright, and it still wasn't enough. He missed darts for the title. It has not been a case of Benito getting better and better, but he's still got a slim chance, but he needs to fill it up, and a single 5 may be another nail in his coffin.
42.
Vincent here is looking to set this up maybe with a... Maybe looking for a 1-dart, but he's not.
46.
No, he's just set a 3-darter up. It's not exactly gone according to plan, but he's on a finish.
Well, whatever
This is
Benito
better.
does. And it is very, very good, and you can see the frustration there. A big 3-treble visit from Benito. But the problems earlier on in this leg mean that he's not even down to a finish, and it's 6 darts from 160, and he's got to stay straight here.
60.
And he does, and it's not the end of the world, is it, Mervyn? He's on a 2-darter.
That's it. It's a straight ton. It's one of the easier finishes.
93. Vincent, you require
He may
100.
get 2 match darts. He may get 1. He may not get any in this visit. But Benito's waiting to pounce. It is 2 match darts. What a dart from van der Voort.
60.
My
Benito, you
word,
require
the Dutch
88.
destroyer bought himself the opportunity. 2 match darts have gone. If Benito takes this out, he has the throw in the deciding leg, and what a dart from the other Dutchman.
Game
What
shot
a 2
on
darts from the
Sunday.
other Dutchman.
Benito
The number
van der
10
Pas.
seed somehow is still in this.
And final
Yet
leg.
again, the right thing at the
Benito
right
from
time.
First. Game
Classic,
on.
class finish there from Benito. Under pressure.
Vincent van der Voort survived 3 match darts from this man right here to get to this stage.
130.
Benito van der Pas has survived 2 match darts from Vincent van der Voort. What is he doing? Paying it forward?
30.
Oh my word. Merv, when you've missed match darts, how hard is it to pick yourself up off the canvas and put in a last leg?
It can be really hard.
Ask Peter Wright that. Premier League final. Missed all those darts to win it. There was still another leg to play, but he was already beaten.
60.
It can be very demoralising. You're just praying for straight darts to keep in the 20s.
Benito van der Pas, for the very first time in this game, has given himself a realistic opportunity of knocking out Vincent van der Voort and ending his dreams of making the World Grand Prix once more. He's got all the time in the world to see this off. But we did think that in the last leg about Vincent van der Voort.
It's a great 3 darts there from Benito to set up double 18.
140. Benito, you require
It has been an
36.
astonishing game. Benito van der Pas led 1-0, but trailed 4-1. And they've both missed 2 match darts now.
Vincent really needs to set this up with a big score.
85.
Is it enough, Mervyn?
Benito, you require 8.
I think he's put some pressure on, but maybe not enough.
Oh,
Maybe
my
it is.
word!
Maybe it is enough.
Vincent, you require 128.
8 needed. Big 13 hit. Surely not Vincent van der Voort. Treble 20. Oh.
63. Benito, you require 8.
It's more. Match starts. Vincent van der Voort has survived. It's a charmed life he's led here in Mannheim this weekend. Oh, but it does not keep going. Benito van der Pas finally gets over the line. I wasn't sure that double 2 was going to go. Mervyn King summed that one up.
I can't.
Well, I'll tell you
look,
what.
Very nervous starts. They unbelievable.
Unbelievable, says the King. I can scarcely believe it myself. And Vincent van der Voort will not be at the World Grand Prix. Benito van der Pas is in the semi-finals of the German Darts Grand Prix.